Hello everyone. It never ends, guys. It never ends with the amount of things I am discovering in this demo. I have just found a parry in this game. I just can't believe this is a thing. And it's basically a way to utilize this backstep knife attack that I showcased in my previous video as a way to counter an enemy and put him into a flinch animation. And it's so consistent. I'm so glad that that is the case. And that right there was a mistake. I mistimed when I was supposed to do the attack, but because he was far enough away, and you can't cancel the animation for a couple of frames, I was able to mash dodge and get out of it. It's so good! I cannot believe Capcom decided to put this in. This is perfect. This is the perfect way to balance out this atrociously designed enemy who always loves to spam grab like crazy. And the fact that you have the ability to punish a spammy enemy is just awesome, because spammy enemies should never be a thing in survival horror games. And I'm just showing them what happens when they decide to spam. And if you need a general idea as to how to do this particular knifing animation, essentially what you do is, while you're aiming, you have to tap the left analog stick in either the left direction, the down direction, or the right direction, and then you need to press R2 a split second after you do so. That way you will get that knifing animation. And as I mentioned in the previous video, it's very inconsistent with whether you're going to get it or not, because the input for it is so stupid. But I think I've gotten to the point now where I think I can comfortably do this particular knife counter, and I find the best way to do this particular knife attack is to push down on the left analog stick rather than left or right. And when it comes to actually putting the zombie into a flinch animation, you can pretty much knife him during any point in his active frame period, meaning the period of time in his attack animation that does damage to you. And considering that this is a running grab, and it's nothing but a moving active frame period, it works perfectly. And I find the best way to chain the stuns is to aim for his legs, because it's much easier to time when he will do this particular grab. And this will not work on the first zombie, because the first zombie, his timing on the attacks is very different. He's very slow when it comes to doing the attacks. It works so much better with the other zombies in this entire demo, because they immediately attack the moment they recover from their stun animation. So you can just repeat the loop. It's perfect, and the only counter to this is if there are multiple enemies. Trying to do this particular counter method while there are multiple enemies around is very difficult. But regardless, it's an amazing system that they decided to put into Resident Evil 3 Remake. And if this doesn't work on hardcore difficulty, I'm going to be so mad, because then it shows that Capcom has no respect for skillful timing on attacks. This mechanic is just one of the few things that this game seems to be embracing when it comes to lethal but fair enemy designs, when it comes to realistic feedback on attacks, when it comes to the design philosophies that they introduced in Resident Evil 4. I am so hopeful that this game is going to succeed. This game feels so much like a Resident Evil game compared to Resident Evil 2 Remake, which is honestly my least favorite Resident Evil game on the planet. But I'm just so hopeful that this game is going to revive the Resident Evil series that I know and love. I am going to be so happy when this game finally releases, and I'm going to study this game like crazy. But that has been the demonstration of this particular mechanic, and I searched on YouTube, and I'm currently one of 2 people to have discovered this mechanic. The fact that it hasn't been noticed yet by a lot of people is just amazing. So I hope this benefits you in the long run. It's going to be really helpful for knife-only runs. It's going to be really helpful when it comes to dealing with a lot of spammy enemies. And it's going to be really helpful when it comes to getting out of corners. Thank you all for watching, and you take care now.